Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of the Atheist Experience. It's January 4th, 2009. Happy New Year.
Dumfries, have you heard about aliens? You know aliens, little green men or gray, whatever, you know, that matter of deal.
Yeah.
Apparently, Dumfries is one of the top 10. I'm not sure if it's the top or if it's the last or the fifth, whatever. Well, apparently one of the top 10 locations for aliens to come by and pick up cows and toss them at us or whatever they're supposed to do. And I've actually tried, after I stopped believing God, obviously, I decided to try this one too. And I went outside one night camping, and I didn't spot a single alien.
You weren't trying. You weren't trying hard enough. If you really sincerely try, the aliens will reveal themselves to you.
I have seen a UFO.
Oh?
I saw a UFO. I saw a thing in the sky that I didn't know what it was. That's what a UFO is.
True, but I mean, apparently people come out and pick you up or something. So
yeah, no, that never happened to me.
Yeah, I haven't even seen a UFO. I mean, I think it was a helicopter.
So you live in one of the UFO capitals of the world, and you haven't seen squat yet, despite your efforts.
Do you find that you get ostracized by your fellow Gulf Breeze-ites because of your refusal to believe in the UFOs?
That's another funny thing. No one here seems to really get into that either. And I mean, there's more religious people than there are alienese people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's annoying. That's away from that topic. I don't want to get
alienese.
Yeah, and I've investigated this sort of thing for a long time. I used to have a friend that was into conspiracy theories and all this, and I stopped being his friend because he tried to kill me because I thought I was from the government or something. So I had to cut that off for my own safety. But I looked into all this stuff, and apparently the government is actually run by aliens, according to these people.
Yes, they're reptilians. I've seen the Photoshop filter evidence of it.
Oh, Photoshop, I love that.
I'm joking for those people who want to put that up on YouTube to make me look silly. That was a joke.
Yeah, like they're going to include your denial if
they
want to make it look silly.
Maybe I'm going to have to get like a reptile mask and just wear it on the show one of these days because I am sick to death of hearing about, well, all kinds of stuff. 2112, reptilian aliens.
2112. I can go on
conspiracy theories. Yeah. Okay, so, well, you know, keep looking. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe you're in a position where after years and years of not finding anything, you'll finally see something that you can't identify, and then, well, then you won't have anything.
At least you can say for UFOs that while it's incredibly unlikely, given what we know, that we've ever had alien visitors, at least it doesn't violate any basic laws of physics.
Yeah,
you could, in theory, build a craft and give it a push and have it eventually arrive at another solar system. In theory, that could happen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm far less concerned about UFOs than FIFOs, the falsely identified flying objects.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, the little green and gray men who, I don't know, want to do things to cattle and anal probes and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to some other callers. Thanks, AJ.
Right. I'll see you guys.
Sure. You know, we talked about it before. I don't know if you're out there, and this is what I talked about before when I talked about telling us what you believe and why, and the evidence for it, and if you're just a Christian or a theist based on faith.
Or a UFO-ite.
That's one thing. But I will say though that there's a curious thing about the UFO stories. Most people who are religious, I would think, would by and large disregard the UFO. I think most people, by and large, would disregard the abduction claims, etc. Yet you can actually go and interview people, living people, who will claim and tell you the story of their abductions. There are multiple abductions. So here's a real person you can interview. You can get their first-hand detailed account, and you can interview several other people who will give you very similar accounts. Now, on the face of it, that is vastly more evidence, and it's far closer in relation to the purported events than you're ever going to find about Jesus or raising people from the dead or anything in the Bible or the Old Testament. And yet this ancient book that is completely without any supporting evidence is accepted by billions and the people who have, you know, similar stories about being abducted by aliens are disregarded. Now, I think they're rightfully disregarded. I think that it's bad evidence, it's anecdotal. I think that there's much better explanations for it. But I'm curious as to why the same objections that we launch against the abduction stories aren't launched against, you know, the dearth of evidence for Christianity or any other religion. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you know, the fact of the ancientness of the religious claims is often taken as evidence itself, stronger evidence, that the older the claim.
I think though that we could come up with Eric von Duyken and the others, the Chariots of the God guys, the ancient Incan and lines, aliens built the pyramids. We could make similar claims that this alien thing might have been going on for long. And I think that they're similar. I think that it is a situation where something curious has happened that they don't have an explanation for, and so men have invented stories to keep them from feeling too uncomfortable, because not knowing isn't the most comfortable feeling in the world.
Yeah.